So, I lay witness to something that I absolutely fucking hate. And the reason I hate it is because I was subjected to it 10 million times with our former co-host, The Guardian. I think you know what I'm talking about, gang.
I'm not sure, but continue.
Well, The Guardian, you see...
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, huh?
T-Rex?
Yeah, T-Rex.
Right.
The Guardian, our former co-host, which if you weren't here, if you weren't around here for that, it's not worth going back. I'm just gonna put that out there. We're not hating on the guy. In fact, we love him. But just saying.
Even we sucked back then.
Yeah, trash videos. But anyway, he had this tendency to flirt with, or I shouldn't say, it can't be called flirting.
No.
But he thought it was flirting.
Yeah.
You know, to flirt with any cashier that would communicate with him. And I say communicate literally in that sense. Like the barest form of essential communication.
Like, I have to talk to you because you're asking
because
for
you're a customer, because you're in front of me. I have to talk to you. That kind of communication. He translated that as, damn, this girl digs me. And he went into a full-on, what we call T-Rex mode.
Yeah.
Where he would take on this body language, which looked like a fucking T-Rex trying to flirt. That's the only way to describe it.
He would take out his wallet and hold it up to him like this,
like
which
T-Rex
made it look
claws.
like tiny little T-Rex arms. And then he'd point out his little feet like T-Rexes do.
Yep. It was disgusting, disturbing, but really, though it was hilarious at the time, eventually just became disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to Barnes & Noble's.
Oh, yeah, this is classic.
And there was this gay dude that was in charge of I say in charge, but he was always there, basically. He was always the cashier, so probably in charge of the movie section, which we frequented quite a bit. And he was exceedingly courteous.
Yeah.
He had excellent customer service, you know? And he was also really loud.
Yeah.
Which you might say is quite appropriate for the stereotype of a gay man working at a bookstore.
Yeah.
So he fulfilled that. But anyway, the point is...
Cool. I liked him.
I didn't say I hated him because I'm just saying he was loud.
I'm just saying I wanted to add to his coolness.
All right. Well, anyway. This guy was always super nice. Well, anyway, one time the Guardian was with us, and he happened to buy something in that section. And because he was super loud, the cashier, not the Guardian, we could hear the entire transaction happening. So after it happens, he comes out of there in what I can only call a pseudo-excited giddiness.
The homie was basically blushing.
Basically, you know? And he was like, I think that guy was flirting with me. And we're like, no, man.
No, he's just...
If he's flirting with you, he's straight up 69ing us.
You know what I'm saying? Like a grotesque sex cartwheel going on with us.
Down the aisles. Books are getting oiled up, the whole 9 yards. You know?
Why is there oil?
There's oil, baby. But anyway.
Human oil?
All kinds of motor oil, even.
Is that why your hands smelled like motor oil earlier?
That is why my hands...
Holy shit! I did not expect
Look. Here's the thing. This whole rant is to say this. Men gotta stop being pigs. Now, I realize you're taking this from two literal man pigs. One with pig hands already.
I feel like you're completing your transition right now.
But it's true, guy. This has got to stop, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing that it's not exclusive to the Guardian. There's this thing where guys, a particular segment of guys, think that the moment a cashier talks to you, she's flirting with you.
Yeah.
And it's all like, it's the green light to do whatever the fuck. So
I feel like it's kind of changed. It's kind of changed the cashier's idea of customers too, because yesterday we went to a place and I was just talking to the cashier, which I normally don't do, to be fair. So I'm a little weird with it. And I felt that she felt the stink that I was trying to hit on her, and when really I was just trying to talk.
And you were actually just thinking, literally.
Verijas, I think, is the
Verija glass in full effect.
And Mad Pig.
Yeah, you know, chicks are... They're on high alert, guy.
They're on the lookout now.
They're on the lookout. And if you're an ugly-looking motherfucker like us and the Guardian, in fact, you know what? If you're anything short of fucking Brad Pitt,
yeah,
they're gonna be like, this guy's trying to hit up on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they're on high alert. All of a sudden, the niceness is like, what the fuck? So yeah, and it's because of these loser guys that are like, I don't know what they expect, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like our pal, the Guardian, there, at one point, he was bringing presents to a fucking cashier that was nice to him, and he thought this is the green light right here.
That's true. I remember.
And
that.
she was like, I'm a lesbian. She just went out full to the left just to get this guy off her fucking.
It was straight up gummy worms and shit.
Yeah, he asked her what her favorite snack was, right?
I believe so.
And then she might have or might have not mentioned gummy worms. Next thing you know, he has fucking little shipments of gummy worms coming her way. And this chick's like, I'm a freaking dyke guy.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Take that hint. And I'm surprised he took that hint because this is a man that literally dated a woman that was a lesbian and took all his money from him. That's not a jab at lesbians. That's a jab at the Guardian, who was a fool for pussy that he didn't get any either.
Yeah,
she just took his money.
That's the problem with him, is that he would totally not even get the gash, as they call it.
The gash,
and not the Street Beefs legend, the gash.
No, that's a straight. You know, not that gash.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
I'm not gonna explain it, but yeah, he wouldn't even get the gash. Instead, he would cry on the way home
and masturbate on the freeway.
Which is pretty classic.
You think that we're lying about that, but he did that, guy.
He did that, guy.
And he told it with pride
wait,
too.
Wait, hold on. He didn't say he cried. He was just masturbating on the way home.
We just assumed the crying part.
In my mind mythos, he was crying on the way home.
No, I mean, it happened. Come on, guy. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But look, here's the thing. He did all that shit, and nothing ever came of it. And I'm sure 1,000% of the chicks thought he was a freaking creep. But he's not the only one. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking disease,
it's an epidemic,
man.
Really.
It's an epidemic. And here, in the midst of the epidemic, I came across a guy that was doing it. Okay, so I was at the Dollar Tree. The one place where you absolutely should know that you shouldn't be fucking hitting on anyone.
Yeah.
Because anybody that's working at the Dollar Tree clearly is like scrubbing it, guy. Yeah. And I'm not throwing shade on Dollar Tree workers. I literally don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they're way better off than me.
And you micturated at the Dollar Tree.
And I micturated upon myself. Yeah. So that's not a shade thing. I'm just saying, like, if you're working in the Dollar Tree, you don't have no time for this shit. You're trying to scrub out a living, and that's that. You don't want nobody flirting with you or nothing. Okay? So anyway, this chick had a line that I think ran all the way to Timbuktu, I think is where I was at the ass end. So I was back there, man, and in front of me was this, what I can only describe as your stereotypical rocker dude. Now, we live in the border, which means that our rocker dudes are a specific flavor. A Mexican rocker dude, it's a thing that's you're only going to experience in certain subcultures. You know what I'm saying? And this guy fit that to a T. You know what I'm saying? He was a guy that was clearly at some point maybe named Tavo, because that's just the name that fits. But anyway, this is the guy to the nines rocker dude. You know what I'm saying?
Adjusting a little hoof there?
No, I was rubbing my claws. But anyway, so yeah, he had the leather jacket with the spikes and the patches and all that jazz, the tight ass pants, the boots, whatever, the long pseudo curlyish hair, And here's the thing, we're in the epidemic season, so this guy had like literally Darth Vader's mask on his face. I don't know where he got this material, but it must have been about, I don't know, 2,000 leagues thick, I think.
I feel like Captain America's shield was made out of it.
Dude, yeah, probably. You know what I'm saying? And that was pre-MCU, so it was straight adamantium.
Straight at a guy.
So, he has this massive fucking mask on his face that's thick as hell. Yeah. And he's in front of me. So we wait about an eon to get to the fucking cashier, and she's cleared the whole time. I'm in Timbuktu over here. And I can see that she's irritated, that she's trying to get through this insane amount of customers. The other person's not helping her because it's a manager, so they're like, whatever, It's just a mess, right? So we finally get up there to where she is, and again, I'm behind this guy, and I'm looking at his patches because as a metal fan, I'm like, let's see what's up with this guy. You can tell a lot
Check out this taste.
Yeah, and he's got a Rammstein patch, so I'm like, all right, you're cool in my book, guy. He's got the Motorhead patch across the back, but I'm like, that, like, you know, you cannot like Motorhead and have Motorhead on your
It's
thing.
like the Misfits.
It's like the Misfits thing, yeah. You know, some people just wear it because it's cool looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to give him cred for that. He had an Iron Maiden one, but he also had a bunch of shitty ones. But I was giving him the pass because of the Ram sound. So I was like, all right, he's cool. I even thought of striking up a conversation, but I have fucking wrinkles in my brain, guy.
Yeah,
I'm not a smooth brain like him. I'm not going to do that. Just strike up a conversation with some schmuck. So anyway, this guy gets up to the cashier, man. And just as he gets up to her, you know, between the customer chains, she calls for the manager and asks for change. You know, pennies. Sometimes you run out, you know. So the cashier goes, and that kind of takes a while too, you know, brings the change, counts it in, whatever. So while that's happening, she finally turns to him and, you know, the greeting. And it's not even like a, hi, good morning or some shit like that. It's like, you know, like just, I'm here. I'm doing my job type of, like, hey, you know, whatever, right? Boom, boom, boom. And this guy just goes into it. And it wasn't even overt, you know, it wasn't no T-Rexing like our boy. It was like he just asking questions that you immediately know this is his idea of flirtation. Like, he goes, are you new here? First of all, who the fuck gives a shit if you're new, old, whatever the fuck, right? Clearly, this is a lead into a flirtation. Anyway, she's like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Stone Wallace.
Not, yeah, pretty much. She's like, nope. And he's like, oh, I thought you were new because you know, the manager bring you. And I'm like, hold on, man.
There's a problem.
What's going on here? How does the manager bringing her money, translate to I'm new?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't.
Also, what is this of you?
Well, I'll get to that. But the point is...
Well, what did that run through your mind?
Well, it was running already.
Where are you going? I was trying to do like a point.
I was going like...
Can you do a little
point?
Well,
I'll get there. You're getting ahead of me, guy.
Can you do a little point?
That's what I'll do.
Come
but
on,
anyway,
guy.
The point is, somehow getting money translates to this guy in his desperate attempt to flirt into flirtation. You know, I'm sorry, into I'm
gonna ask something. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's at this point
a normal thing that happens all the time.
Yeah. At this point, we know that this guy has not thought this through, has zero plans, and even if you had plans, let's be honest, it would be sucky and cringy. But anyway, the point is, the chick's not having it. She's like, nope, just getting money. You know, that's it. You know. So this guy continues, and at this point, I'm like, all right, this is 100%, you know, what this guy's going for. He's fucking flirting. But here's the catch. Here's what I have not revealed yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The first time he says, are you new here? It actually came out as, and that's because of the titanium fucking force field that he had around his fucking head. This mask was so thick that you couldn't hear this, Chuck. And he had to say it 3 times, and each time that she asked what the fuck, she sounded increasingly irritated.
Yeah,
so he's like,
it's pretty annoying when you don't like understand someone. You're like, am I the one that's being dumb? Or like, you know, it makes you question yourself.
Yeah, and she's already frustrated, you know, all that stuff. So already, if I was him and for some fool reason I wanted to flirt with a cashier, I'm abandoning ship right here. You know, she didn't understand me. I'm done. I'm going to change my question even because she didn't understand me to, I don't know, do you want my pennies because I don't need them? Or some bullshit. Anything but, are you new here? And this is clearly a segue into flirtation. Anyway, the guy had to repeat it 3 times, and each time she was like, what? Like that. What? Yeah. And when she finally hears what he says, she's like, no. Yeah. That's what I didn't reveal right there. So
that's anger.
Yeah. And then as he rolled on, and dude, it was just inane superfluity. That's great.
Superfluous.
Superfluous garbage.
Yeah.
You know, are you new here? Classic. You know.
What are you doing after work? Was that one of them?
That was not one of them.
I gotta say, I don't want to throw my boy under the bus. Is that that's the saying, right?
That's the saying.
But I did also say that he was crying on the way home from the highway, so I already did that. That was his go-to, was what are you doing after work? Or what are you
Jesus.
doing this weekend?
That's a bad code. So that's like, might as well reveal your penis at that point.
Can
you know
I
what
see
I'm
your
saying?
tits? Might as well say that.
Yeah,
bro.
might as well. Yeah. So it was the standards, guy. Like, that. Has it been busy? How do you like that weather was one of them.
Come
Oh,
on,
jeez. How do you
guy.
like that weather? We live in fucking Texas. It sucks. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, and each one was just met with a dead, this is not continuing beyond this one question. And this guy's game was ass. Look, flirtation is hard for anyone, but if you're doing it at a store, you're no good at it. I'm sorry. You're just no good at it. You suck. Balls. Because you should know not to do it there. And if you don't know where to do it, then you already fucking blow. That's step number 1. Know when to flirt. Somebody's working, that's the time not to do it. Even if it seems like it. Don't.
Yeah.
Do not. Dare I say, even if they're actually flirting with you and you're 100% sure, maybe hold back at that point too.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But anyway, the point is, he was doing the standards and not getting anywhere past that. And it was just a fucking mess. So anyway, I'm getting increasingly irritated in this fucking line, man. And he's... By the way, the unintelligible nature of his questioning never stops. It's always him having to clear himself up 5,000 times. So she's finished fucking cashing this... taking care of this guy. And at this store, they always ask if you want to leave your change or if you want your receipt. And she goes, it's usually if it's less than 50 cents or whatever. You want to leave your change? And he's like, and she just gave him the change, guys. She paused for a millisecond. She was like,
it's not worth it.
She hands out the change and she's like, do you want your receipt? And he's like, no. And he walks away, right? Sad, dejected. But all I gotta say is, you earned that.
Yeah.
You earned that, guy. There's no fucking reason this should be happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I worked at stores for a very long time with cashiers, and I was never a cashier myself, and I guarantee you I would never get flirted with. But I've seen them all, man, and they all fucking fail miserably, with the exception of dudes that are straight up like
Hotties.
Adonises.
Yeah.
And even then, even when an Adonis comes by and he flirts, it's awkward because the chick is so overwhelmed with the hottiness of the guy that she ends up blubbering through it.
Yeah.
And that's when you know that she's kind of interested. Because this is what you got to realize, man. If you're at a fucking... you've never met these people before. Even if you visited this store 1,000 times, you've never met this person before. So all you got is superficial...
this is what I'm buying.
Concepts of each other.
I do have a tip.
Okay.
If you do go and you are dead set on freaking on flirting with someone, like if you see someone and they're hotties, you could always do the old buy a Magnum condom for your Magnum
for your
Magnum dong.
Classic move.
That might work, but other than that, it's not gonna work. Yeah,
yeah, man. I can't imagine how these chicks feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gotta fucking suck.
Yeah, I agree. I tells you, I think it's like a thing they're looking out for, because I noticed that yesterday when I was trying to talk to, or when I'm not trying, I was just doing it, and I was talking to a chick. I was like, oh no, I think she thinks I'm trying to hit on her.
Trying to hit her, yeah.
Because I've gone there before, and I'm usually really quiet, and I don't really say anything. So I got that stank, and I just kind of was like, all right, I gotta chill out.
Here's the thing.
Be quiet again.
This might be a controversial take, but and tell me if I'm wrong.
Is this gonna be a Muda take?
Maybe. This is maybe Mudahar level bad take, but this is my theory.
Okay.
If you're hitting on a cashier, nah, I'm gonna take that back. I can't say that, man. I can't say. Okay, fuck it.
Oh,
if you're hitting on a cashier, you're a loser.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you're a loser.
Guy.
And I'm not trying to hate on you.
Oh.
I'm a loser in many ways, as evidenced by my surroundings. I'm just saying, if you're hitting on a cashier, it reeks of desperation. It reeks of a lack of knowledge of social situations.
Though I agree, I don't necessarily agree in every situation. I think that there's a way to do it.
If you're a fucking Adonis, you can get away with it.
If you're an Adonis, or like, you know, if you're a hottie, or maybe if you got a Magnum dong.
I feel like all those are mutually exclusive.
But yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I think the biggest one that's bigger than a cashier is like a waitress. You know, if you're hitting on a waitress, you're an idiot and you're falling for their game because
the spiel.
That's how they get tips, guy.
Yeah. Dude, I've seen waitresses sucker the shit out of dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been suckered by waitresses.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that in the way that I fell for the trickery in the traditional sense.
You know, I like this service, I'm going to get a little money, guy.
Yes. You know, they're so good at pulling people's strings, especially dudes, because they know that dudes are fucking always clamoring for the tang, guy. You know? So when you're hitting on a fucking cashier, it's the lowest fucking tier of desperation, guy. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know that it says I'm never in that social situation where I could normally hit on a girl. It says I think that somebody doing what they have to do at the most general, basic level is giving me attention. That's what it says about you. So that's why I say that take. You know what I'm saying? Not hating on the people that do it, but I kind of am because it sucks. Stop doing it. There's people behind you. This person just wants to get the fuck out of there, go home, and actually go out and do stuff.
I feel like if you pass the 30-second mark of your hitting on, then you're out of there and you suck balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have a time limit. There's people behind you. Like you said, this person's not interested. Maybe they might be, but if you go past the 30 minutes and they're giving you nothing, then leave. 30 minutes? Damn, homie.
Damn.
30 seconds. I mean.
Look, now you might be thinking, what does this insignificant fat tard know about this? Well, my ex was a cashier, and I met her as a cashier. But guess what? I didn't hit on her while fucking in line. You know what I'm saying? It was a matter of just being in the social circle that she was in, and eventually our paths crossed. That's what it takes. If you're really interested in this cashier, then I better not say that. I was gonna say then you find a way to be in her social circle, but then you're in stalker territory. Then here's the reality of it. Chances are, if you're pursuing someone, you're probably not gonna fucking get them. Okay, most people fall into a relationship more than not, or they get to know each other through some means, and then it's normal to talk to that person and be like, hey, you know, you doing something after work? Versus I'm some schmuck.
Well, yeah, you don't know
just
me.
Just strolled up here.
What's up? What's your freaking social security number, huh?
It also, by the way, to the chick communicates that this guy is just interested in you physically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, unless you're literally having a magnum dong swing between your legs and you look like a chiseled Greek god, then that means nothing. That means, this guy literally wants to fuck me. Gross.
Yeah.
That's all it translates to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 90% of us look porcine.
Yeah, 90% of Americans are just pig. You know what I'm saying? I'm already like into the next stage, so that's bad. But look,
devolving.
Here's the real kicker. And again, I say this with all the love for my boy, our boy, really, Guardian. But apparently, at one point, Guardian was interested in my ex. Now, he told me, and this just escaped my mind. So when I eventually got together with her, he was kind of, I guess, a little bit fucked up about that. And I was like, he did? He like, oh, whatever. Anyway, the point is, when we were together, she and I, she was like, yo, your boy used to hit up on me.
Hit up on me.
You know where I'm going with this one, right?
No, I don't.
You don't?
T-Rex?
No, homie. She was like, yo, your boy used to hit up on me.
Mm-hmm.
She revealed.
Oh, she thought he was gay.
She thought he was gay.
Damn, homie.
So that goes to show you the futility of this fucking endeavor. Yeah. This guy T-Rex to the moon and back.
Yeah.
And all he got out of it was, is he gay? Is this a thing?
I gotta say, again, I don't want to throw him under the bus.
It feels like that's all we're doing, but
it feels like that's all we're doing. Did we give her permission to throw him under? He did give us permission.
He gave us permission.
To throw him under the bus. So bus throwing commence, or will continue. When he hits on chicks, he takes on like this weird kind of homosexual voice tone, where it's like, "Hey, how you do?" And it's like, "Dude, you sound like
it's weird.
You want wieners in your butt."
Yeah.
And that's coming from me. Like, what the hell, guy?
Mhm.
I literally sound like a 12-year-old kid, and you sound like a guy who wants wieners in your butt.
Yeah. That's him. I'm not saying that everybody everybody that does this is gonna come
I'm
off
just saying
as,
that makes sense.
yeah, for him it makes sense. But they all across the board, that shows you the futility of these things. They're thinking, how do I view this person? In his case, oh, he's gay, right?
Yeah.
In your case, oh, he's a fucking creep. Or stop. This sucks. It's never gonna go well.
Yeah.
You know, again, I'm sure there's been some shots. I'm sure there's been a shot fired here and there where it worked. But largely,
for the most part, yeah.
Largely, this is ass behavior, man, and it's got to stop. It's just got to stop. If not for your sake, for the sake of all mankind, really.
The people behind you.
The people behind you really want you to shut the fuck up and move.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, guy. That's the thing that's still going on, and it's still gonna happen.
Yep.
So, whatever. Anyway, that was my Muda take on that shit. Boop! Let us know what you think about dudes flirting with cashiers. If you're one of them, I want to know your psychology, man.
Yeah.
Because it's bad. You know what I'm saying? I might compile it into a book called Shit Psychology from Dumbasses that think this is going to work.
Damn, Mommy, you really did that. Also, let us know what you think about Verija glass. Unrelated, but it's always a question.
Always a subject to bring up.
Needs to bring up.
Anyway, these hooves are mad and fucking sweaty.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and take them off. I hear they're delicious in soup.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're out.